Marie Presley candidly detailed her struggles with opioid addiction in her posthumous memoir. From Here to the Great Unknown, the memoir reveals the personal battles she faced after the birth of her twins in 2008, which marked the beginning of her addiction to painkillers. Presley tragically passed away in January 2023 due to complications from a small bowel obstruction, and her memoir offers a poignant insight into her life. In her writings, Presley disclosed the shocking extent of her addiction, stating it escalated to 80 pills a day. It took more and more to get high, and I honestly don't know when your body decides it can't deal with it anymore. But it does decide this at some point. This powerful admission underscores the harrowing reality of addiction, highlighting how quickly recreational use can spiral into a dire situation. Presley reflected on her belief that everyone is born innocent and inherently good, suggesting that external influences can lead individuals down darker paths. She described her understanding of her own nature, saying, "I believe that my brain is different, that I am an addict. Otherwise, I would have had all those years in between being a stupid teenager to suddenly getting a drug habit at 40. This self-awareness illustrates her internal struggle, recognizing the complexities of addiction that go beyond mere willpower. The memoir also reveals the physical toll that her addiction took on her body. Presley vividly recalled the fear of withdrawal, stating, "If I had fully run out of drugs, the severity of the withdrawal would have left me either in the hospital or dead. My blood pressure would shoot up so high." Such reflections paint a stark picture of the consequences of dependency on opioids, revealing the desperation that can accompany addiction. Keough, Presley's daughter, contributed to the memoir, shedding light on her mother's early experiences with drugs. Keough wrote that Presley initially took opioids for pain relief following her C-section, but eventually found herself reliant on them for sleep and escape. She had turned 40 in February 2008. My sisters were born in that same year. I would turn 20 the following May, Keough recalled, indicating how quickly circumstances changed in Presley's life. Despite her mother's past with drugs as a teenager, Keough noted that Presley had avoided substance use for years, only consuming alcohol occasionally. The memoir highlights the cautionary tales that Presley shared with her children, including her belief that if she ever tried drugs again, it would lead to dire consequences. Keough remarked, "Throughout my life, she would often say, if I tried drugs, it would be over for me. I see now that that was such a strong hint to an addiction issue she had an intuition about." The memoir delves into the complexities of addiction, with Keough reflecting on how Presley managed to suppress her urges throughout her life. "I think it was subconscious, but it stalked her," she wrote, illustrating how addiction can lie dormant, only to resurface later with devastating consequences. Presley often expressed concern over her family history, mentioning her father's untimely death at 42 and her own looming fears as she approached that age. After her struggles became public, Presley was hospitalized for her addiction, which ultimately led to her being placed in a court-ordered rehabilitation facility in Los Angeles. Keough recounted that during this time, her mother was being weaned off opioids using medications such as Suboxone, Seroquel, and gabapentin. In a surprising turn, while in rehab, Presley opted for bariatric surgery, a decision Keough found concerning. The surgery was something she'd always wanted, Keough noted, but she worried that it might have been an impulsive choice made to remain on medication longer. "I didn't feel she was ready to be sober," Keough admitted, revealing her apprehension about her mother's state of mind during such a critical time. Overall, From Here to the Great Unknown is a raw and heartfelt account of Marie Presley's battles with addiction, motherhood, and the pressures of her family's legacy. It serves as both a personal narrative and a cautionary tale about the hidden struggles many face, even those who appear to live in the spotlight.